Republic of China.
Yeah, it has to be said that Nakamura, just 101 in the world rankings, but he hasn't been out much at senior level. They've met once before. He is up against Yang, who is, well, he was the top in the world rankings for some time. Now he's number 3.
Just to finish off on that head-to-head with Koga and Buckley. Buckley leads the series now 3-2, but against Tsunoda, she's 0-2.
Yeah, so a little bit different with Tsunoda.
Yeah.
It just is.
It is the real deal right now. That's the athlete to beat in that weight category.
Yeah, agreed.
There's a look at Nakamura coming through the smoke, or at least the fog machine. Or is it ice? It's an ice machine, isn't it?
Ice, I think, yeah.
Chill him out. Yang Yongwei has already made his way through. There's something purposeful about Yang. You know, sticks to his plan, nothing fussy, nothing fancy. Really enjoy watching him.
Yeah, it's good technique as well, Yang. The one time these are fought, and I can only think that it was in Asian Championships, probably. But Nakamura 1-0 up in their head-to-heads. Looking for the line, Yang. Oh, this is the Obituri Gaeshi again. Can he get the bit of leverage there? Did well there, Yang. Didn't go with it in any possible way. Oh, good attack there from Yang. It's been all Yang so far. Well, he looks as if he's locked off there on that Sangaku Yang, but it wasn't strong. It definitely wasn't strong. It wasn't tight.
小心哦，小心哦，哈，很好，很好。脚技哦，脚技哦。
Well, that was a split-second offside coming, I think, for Yang. Or was it Nakamura? It was Nakamura, actually.
脚技哦，会中哦，会中哦。
That was continuous all the way through. Nakamura scores a Wazari. Well, you could see there that the Kazushi hand and the Suruti hand there working overtime to finish that off. But it was the legs that were working overtime as well. for the turnover. We've just seen this with Scuto. Beautifully executed.
I'm sure Yang's kit is perfectly acceptable. I don't mean size-wise, but with regard to the amount of advertising that he's got on it. But it's beginning to look a little bit like a racing driver, isn't he? There's patches all over his body, on both arms and upper, the shoulders, and then you've got the chest, the national emblem, everything. I'm sure it's all in order, but there was a time when you'd go out there and you'd only have
just one bit, just the British flag. That's all we
national,
had.
yeah. That's it.
Then the back patches came, didn't they? But you can buy them now.
And do you remember when there used to be back numbers? Because we still call it back number, don't we? Because we did have numbers.
And now it's back patch.
No, they still call it the back number.
Well, that's it, all over. Nakamura winning the bronze.
Yep, just needed the one score to get past Yang Yung Wei.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner, bronze medalist for the men's under 60 kilogram category in white jewelry.
Nakamura way down there at 101 on the world ranking list, not after today. He's picked up some points. Number 6 in Japan. And quite a few ahead of him, but...
Yeah, it makes you wonder. This is what we were talking about. How do they get a trip all of a sudden to the Paris tournament? What are they thinking?
Well,
Must be something.
That university thing in Chengdu that they had last year, okay, I should be a little bit more, kind. The FISU World University Games, he was a gold medalist there, although he had been a gold medalist at the Junior World Championships as well. So you've got this thread running through.
They use the Kodokan Cup as well, for selection.
So they can identify on the international circuit through this World University Games who's got something about them. And I'm sure it hasn't only got to do with results on paper. They have a really good look at the tools, because when they come out here, you don't see what's the best way of I've yet to see a selection for a Japanese team, and I said, goodness me, that was poor, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which is crazy, isn't it, really?
I've never seen one, Neil, that I say, oh, that was poor, really. They've all got something. You have to be absolutely on your best to knock one of these out in the first round. Someone's unlucky with the draw and they get Tato Grigolashvili first round. Well, maybe, but... Right, coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 60 kilo category. Dilshot Kalmatov of Ukraine goes up against Francisco Garrigos of Spain. It'll be Kalmatov in the white judogi, Garrigos in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Brian Todd of the United States of America.
Well, I thought Garrigos was going to go all the way today.
Nearly did.
He nearly did, didn't he? Just one falter.
Yeah, just a single slip against the home favourite Luka Mechidze in that semi-final. That put him into the bronze medal contest. Kalmatov, for his part, had to come through the repechage, having lost in the quarter-final to Yang Yung Wei. And having lost in that quarter-final, he went down into the repechage to face Romain Vladimir Picard of France. That was a tough one, but he got past him, and here he is, ready to face the current world champion, Francisco Garrigos.
Crowd can do it here. They can really rev you up. They can give you weak knees as well. Kalmatov in white, Garrigos in blue here. I Love that bird's eye camera there.
Sí, sí, mueve esa. Mira la raya. Venga, venga.
Расслабляйся, Дели. Правый подсечку.
Давай, eso, Fran. Venga.
Я взял правый подсечку. Два захвата есть, делай.
Fran. Por abajo, ¿oye? Saca.
Да. С двумя надо.
Fran, tienes sí, coach, ¿eh? Acuérdate, va.
Феликс.
Shido then, up for Kalmatov. Well, left against right again. Arm around the back now then.
Bien.
Нормально, Дели.
Mueve cuando meta a la izquierda,
Захвате, внимательно в
muévela.
захвате.
Que no te fijes, va.
Looking for the pickup, Kalmatov.
Не надо так делать.
Didn't have the hands on then. He'll probably just get away with that one.
Bien, que le den Shido.
Так же.
Can't afford to give away another Shido though. Is he going to get it? Yeah, he does. Well, he didn't get away with it then. No rotation.
Quieto, que venga. Raya.
Good tactical fighter,
Посторонний гол.
Galagos.
Bien,
And that's it. I think his feet went out there.
Sí.
They won't want to see a third Shido go just for that. So they might let that one go. But that's twice there, Kalmatov on the edge there.
Maybe they just want to have a look at that.
Well, maybe. Twice I thought he stepped out.
Yeah. He's going to give the signal.
So one of them, I mean, he was. 2 feet went out there. So 2 feet go out. That is a Shido, and that's it.
Too loose with the competition area.
Lecha, Fran.
If you get caught on the edge, I mean, it's different if he pushes from the centre like that. And this is going to be it. Shido.
Signal, yeah.
Third Shido then.
You know, I'll go with the referee here because he's reluctant to give a bronze medal on the back of a simple step out.
Yeah.
However, if that was round one this morning, he's not hanging around. You've done your stuff, off you go. But now we come to the Olympic final. You still made the mistake. You're still taking advantage of that area. So at what point do we say, well, in round one, we'll apply the rules in this way,
And in the quarter-final, semi-final, final.
and I'll get all the way to the final, and then I'll do it, differently in the final, and you won't do anything. No. So, a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky.
Yeah, it is tricky, isn't it? Because, you can hear people going, wow, we wanted to see it fight more. How often do how much do you let them step out? They know the score.
We did want to see more, but don't direct it at the refereeing commission. Direct it at, Dilshad Kalmatov, if he was stepping out. Dilshad knows better. And maybe he's that clever that he thought, well, they'll never do me in a bronze medal match, will they? So I'm going to just get away from
But
him.
he's not that clever, is he?
No, he wasn't.
Because he came unstuck.
He didn't account for Daniel Laskow. Right. Coming up next, the crowd can't wait because there's another opportunity for a gold medal for France, this time in the shape of the final of the under 60 kilo category. Luka Makidze of France goes up against Lee Ha-rim of the Republic of Korea. It's Makidze in the white judogi, Lee in blue. Let's take a look and see how the two athletes got to this point. Well, for Makidze, he had a bye in round one. Fregario of Argentina, Ruziev of Uzbekistan, Lesyov of Ukraine, and Garrigos of Spain were down by Makidze. It was Smetov, Jakadova, Vladimir Picard, and Yang who defeated by... But this one is Raul Camacho of Spain. Here's Neil Adams with commentary on this.
Well, I tell you, it's going to take quite a bit, especially in France, to beat Makidze today, because he's on cracking form. I mean, his Kataguruma is something else to see. And Lee, coming out here, has already lost to him on 2 occasions. So he knows that he's up against Lee Harim of Korea coming out. Just the fact that he's in the final here will kind of secure, I think, his place for the Olympic Games. Do you think Lee Harim? We don't know, do we? But we saw his teammate last week coming unstuck and...
No, I think you're right. It would have been very difficult for them to look at someone else. Lee Harim at number 4 in the world, and now
in the final of Paris.
In Paris, you know, it's like
it is difficult.
They would give their right arm for this to be a repeat, you know, in a few months' time.
Nice Siatoshi there from Lee. Opens up the account. Almost tried to ride it there, Makidze.
Yeah, I think if there is a fault that Makidze has, is that in getting close and getting wrapped up, he can be on the receiving end just as often as Frank de Witt. I mean, he dishes out plenty.
He does.
But the number of times that you see him go over, he's a little bit like Walid Kaya as well. You know, these are so explosive, absolutely fantastic. And when they're on fire, you know, people get burned. No pun intended.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah, you like that. I thought you'd like that. But they too often get burnt playing with fire.
Very good. God, dear me, it's coming out, isn't it, today? Boom, boom.
We've had a minute, and probably too much of me anyway in that minute. So here's Neil again.
Well, Lee is definitely ahead on attacks here. There's going to be a Shido up for Makidze if he's not careful again, which will put him 2 up, and that's not a good place to be. We haven't even seen a sniff of his Kataguruma yet. Now, possibility. And I'm sure that Lee knows it's going to come. It's going to duck underneath Lee's left armpit when it happens. Close there with that Sianagi, Lee.
Just a suspicion of the hand.
Well, there is a suspicion of the hands, and we're not sure whether it actually touched or not. They might have a little look at that. Watch the hand come down. He definitely touched below the belt line.
Didn't give a score, so he saved himself because he's also avoided picking up a penalty.
Strong fight for the grips on the sleeves. Did that come off the ground? I think it might have just come off the ground, that.
Well, let's have a look and see if Lee attacks first. And again, he goes with the hand to the leg. So he got away with it the first time
Yeah, he
round.
didn't get away with it second, did he?
So
It
whatever
just-
happens, the hand to the leg is going to nullify any
It's
possible
okay,
score.
isn't it? If they've got hold of the sleeve, it's all right. But if they haven't,
Yeah.
they're not allowed to go below the belt line.
Minute left to go. 2 penalties picked up by Mechidze.
Oh, here comes the replay. Watch this as he...
Oh, it's
look.
all over the skirt, look. I think that's just below the belt, isn't it?
Just about. I think both hands were ever so slightly there, weren't they?
So, I mean, there's no intention there.
He
Mechidze
did-
just doesn't know where his hand is,
He
does
didn't fight it, did he?
No. Lost the plot a little bit there. Because if during the action you think, oh, my hand should be there, you'll let go. And if you let go and you don't complete the action, you might get away with it. Oh,
No, he landed on his front,
over-rotated
didn't
there,
he?
yeah.
Landed on his front. No score.
Even with the freeze frame, it's not going to help him. Not that one. But a good battle here with Mechidze really looking the aggressor. Oh. Could be that Lee might be the one to pick up a penalty if he's not careful.
I think one more attack from Mechidze will do it.
Yeah, another strong one. Just having shading things on attack. So we're going to go into golden score.
Well, there was another strong one. Possibility of a second one here for Lee. Not going to get it. Might need another one.
This is when you've got to have that clock in your head as far as attacks are concerned to know just where you stand. If Mechidze realises, he'll throw one in now. Well, that wasn't from Lee, so he's okay. I'm not going to class that as an attack. So Mechidze could still put the pressure on. Got to be first in for the attack, however.
Almost sure that this would secure it for Lee for the Olympic Games.
I think it's done already.
Yeah.
He's been, as you say, for a while now, the one to look at. Get in there now.
Oh, now then,
Mechidze.
here we go.
He bailed there for me. That wasn't,
did.
I'd like to look and see where the attack was, but I genuinely feel that the pressure there put Lee down. Yep, and he does pick up the penalty. He just wanted out of there, didn't he? Didn't like the situation.
No. Panic stations.
And he decided to play the last yellow card. Well, he's done now, both on 2 yellow cards. Another mistake by either of them. Simultaneous attacks there. Just doesn't appear to be a threat on the ground, Mechidze. You know?
No, I don't think he's got some, anything that you can write home about. There was a wise. And we haven't seen him able to duck through for that Kataguruma, and that Kataguruma's got him through 2 different or 3 different rounds. Just keeps pulling him the opposite side, Lee. Doing very well with it, actually.
Get off that.
Oh! Now, did he get it? Well, we couldn't see it from here, what the landing was. They'll look at that very carefully, won't they? They couldn't, well, they saw a gap underneath there then, so didn't get the landing. What a good contest.
Lee has toyed on a couple of occasions with that rather weak attack that's left him vulnerable for the pickup, and he's lucky to have avoided it, because Machidze is pretty good at pulling that off. Yeah, look at that.
What are they looking at?
Over the top, gripped on the back, on the skirt. Yeah.
It's going to be all over.
Yeah. Lee doesn't even seem fazed by it. He's even not wondering what it is. I think he's aware of it. And bang goes the gold medal. A soft finish to what really was an intriguing contest.
It was a good contest, wasn't it? Back and forth.
Yeah, you know, it's not your classic beauty, is it? But there were things in there that made you think, I wonder which way this is going to go. And in the end, it was a poor piece of handwork from Lee Harim that gifted the contest to Luka Machidze. Shame, really. Not for Machidze or France, but